Hello everybody. Hello and welcome to a stream about the new game that we're gonna play. Just a second, chat. Everything is crap, chat. I'm so sorry. Hopefully you're having a fantastic and amazing Thursday today. The sound is weird in this game, chat. I'm so sorry. This game, we actually played the demo several months ago during this Steam Next Fest. I believe it was, let me see, I believe it was February or something similar to that. And the demo of the game was absolutely amazing. In fact, it had a lot of content just in the demo itself. But thankfully now the actual game is out, so we can try it out and see what and how the game is at the moment. Just give me a second to type in something. All right, good. That should be fine there. It should be fine here as well. And let me look how the stream looks on YouTube. It is kind of important. So far, it looks fine, chat. If something doesn't work as it should, or if something is weird, you are actually completely free to tell me in chat or in the comment section down below if you're watching the VOD. Anyway, chat, let's actually begin the run immediately, in fact. Whoop. Okay, so they've have added some new stuff for every pressure, which is essentially the difficulty of the game. It's called the pressure. Okay. Exploration mode, a relaxed mode to enjoy a slower paced version of the game for more casual play. This mode will not unlock any achievements nor new content. That's fine, chat. That's absolutely fine. Let's actually begin the game. If you have never seen the game, we are essentially a small cute blob. We want to eat things. We have an om-nom. At the beginning, we eat everything. At the beginning, we are an omnivore, a blob. But by choosing the evolutions, we actually get better, stronger, and more like specific things. Like we can have a tail, but that increases social. There's strength and agility and various other things. You'll see as we play. Let's go with the tail for now. And you can see that the tail actually shows up on our body, on the character itself. We can go with the fur. The fur will allow us to also get wool on the level 3, which isn't bad, but I'm not sure how far we'll actually play this first level, so let's assume that we're gonna play it for a long while, I guess. So let's go with fur. We have a fur, chat. And we slowly, at the bottom, you'll see we have the levels. And of course, we can attack. Over time, we'll get some further attacks. Some are better, some are weaker. But they all can get upgraded and become even better, and so on. Carapace. Let's go with the fur, chat, since we've began. Also, if we eat, complete the tutorial. If we eat, we also heal a little bit. If we find a specific shimmering type of food. Okay, we actually got something else. Gregarious is kind of like a social stat, so you can see the various kinds of animals. You can see the predator, the prey, the trickster, a fox, an imposing presence, so like an elephant, or so like a bee. It's like a social animal, and the more we have of the affinities, the more of those affinities will show up here. You know, so because we have 1 B and 0 in the rest, we have a chance to find the skills here that you can see, which are actually affiliated with the B. I will go with higher dodge and higher senses. The senses actually allow us to see the point of interest on the map for from a much longer distance. We can eat that apple to actually heal. We can hide under trees. Oh, the beak is amazing, by the way, chat. It's a type of attack. You can have at the same time 2 types of attacks. I mean, for the left click and the right click. And even though we can complete the fur adaptation, we'll go with the secondary attack. The second attack is always incredibly nice to find, because at the same time you can attack with 2 attacks, essentially. See? It's really good, by the way, chat. So, for example, now... Whoop. Oh, yeah, by the way, and usually the attacks that you find a bit later will do much more damage as well. Fish food is interesting. Essentially, if we want to go, because there are several of the biomes at the moment, I believe we're in the plains or maybe the forest, but you can actually see on the left a desert. There's also a section with water only and stuff like that. Just like a chat, I want to check something. Everything seems fine though. Right. Just checking. There's a section with water as well, on which we can find a lot of food, a lot of fish food there. And you actually saw plenty of fish here as well. But we can go with the physical, which will actually increase the damage that we do. Or something like a saliva is also quite nice. Let's go and become chunky, chat. Let's become a gorilla, chat. The attacks also get influenced, so the beak gets influenced by agility. So these are the stats: the social stat, the HP, hit points, the ability, and the physical. And some attacks are scale actually with your health. Some others scale with your strength or the physical. And some scale with the ability. I'm sorry, chat, it's not agility, it's ability. When it's dark, you can actually go inside of the desert here, and the sun will not be a problem because we are in the desert, chat. I will take the fur and I will take the wool adaptation. You'll see why. Look, we've become a little sheep, chat. It's because when it does become day. Oh, and at the top you see a timer. It's a timer until we find another. We fight a boss, and here to the left is the water biome. There is usually stuff here in the water biome which we want to see or interact with. But we move very slow in the water, so I don't suggest us be here. Not yet, at least. These are also the mushrooms, which some of them are poisonous, some of them are beneficial and stuff like that. Ooh, attack penalty is quite nice. With a dodge? Let's take that. Chat. Good. But there will be always, like the mushrooms, the cortex is nice. So if we get the cortex, the ability will increase the damage of our attack, our first attack. So that's exactly what we want to do at the moment, especially. So the mushrooms are random, and they will change from the run to run in what they do. But once you know inside of the specific run what they do, so for example, the mushroom here has no effects, you will know that that mushroom will have no effect. Ooh. Will have no effect even later. Okay. That's a purple one, chat. That gives a lot of experience. And this is something else. This is the sprint. So essentially at the moment we can dodge with space, but if we take the sprint skill, it will actually replace our standard dodge, and instead we will increase the speed that we actually move with for some time, and usually we can use it quite often as well. But at the moment we'll go with the tail, because I do want to increase my social and our ability, so we do more damage. The sound that you're hearing is the boss, chat. And the shake is the crab tower, chat. Ooh. Detachable tail. When you're damaged by an enemy, or when you dodge, you leave a fake tail behind that will take the nearby enemy's aggression for 2 seconds. Now we're fine, we'll go with the agility, so we actually are able to dodge and everything else. As far as I know, you don't have to kill the bosses though, but that's exactly what we will do. Whoop! I will hide inside of the cactus from the heat. Oh yeah, and after we defeat the enemy... Ooh, regeneration is quite nice, but not now. We can also re-roll the evolutions, which I believe is exactly what we'll do here. And we'll get the Cortex level 2, that's fine as well. Dexterous is actually very good, and we don't have a chance to actually find them very often. Reducing the cooldowns is amazing, because essentially it will allow us to attack much more often. So I guess I'll take that as well. That... oh my gotcha. So that red one is the food item which will actually increase something major. This is a branching evolution. We're actually becoming a new type of animal at the moment. So we can get something like slithery, which will increase our speed, and also the penalties on the specific terrain will be 20% less effective. So some will actually slow us, some will do something weird. Well, whatever effect that the specific terrain does, it will be 20% less. And the more levels we have in this, it will be less noticeable, you know. I believe it goes until 60% because there's 3 levels. But what we actually want, chat, is tentacles. At level 3, unlocks the key arm-based evolution. So at the level 3, we'll have a choice to go with arms or something like that. We'll see when we actually go there. But anyway, the tentacles is absolutely amazing and is exactly for a build, which at the moment is the Trickster. It will increase our damage. It will do a whole bunch of very nice stuff. See how much damage we're doing? But let's go towards the question mark, because the question mark is usually something special. Defend the egg successfully for a minute to spawn a charmed small version of a land boss. Do we want to fight another boss, or do we want to get the boss as our pet? Let's try to get our boss as a pet, chat. We have to defend for a minute, it said. The good thing is we'll have quite a lot of food, though. I haven't actually thought about that too much, but that's amazing actually. We'll reroll once more. Small is quite nice, because we are already quite a bit large. So let's see, our size is actually 100%. We can be a bit smaller, which will increase our speed, but also reduce the imposing presence, which is absolutely fine for us. Gain a random legendary evolution. This can sometimes actually backfire, but for this run we'll take it. It's print actually. That's absolutely amazing actually, chat, for us. That's incredibly lucky, by the way. You can sometimes actually get some things which actually break your other evolutions, because they will actually ban some of the other stuff to get. But right now we were actually quite lucky. I would say quite lucky. That's purple food. Spines. I've never seen this, chat. You return a percentage of the damage taken on contact impacts. Your spines are also triggered on dodge, so you can detach them, and poisonous, you can apply poison with them. What? The Pokemon quills, okay, possess antibiotic properties in case they accidentally puncture themselves. Fair enough. So on level 4, we can choose either to be... I don't know if you want that. We can be a stoner, by the way. It's a high damage range attack which requires stones ammo to be used. We can only carry 2 stones, I believe. Hold to increase the distance and damage. We are doing either the physical or ability damage with this. Stoner isn't such a good attack, chat, so I will reroll. It's quite funny to find it there. Oh, but this is amazing. Sharpen is a type of a skill that you can use from time to time, and it actually buffs something, you know? Increases the damage level but every contact attack, so the contact attack is with a beak or your body. For 10 seconds, it scales with your predator affinity, which we don't have too much, but it's a really good thing. You get 80% more damage. I don't know, chat. Let's go with the beak, chat. Let's go with the beak. Because we want increased speed for feeding and stuff like that. Good. Tonight is becoming day very slowly. Dexterous, yet again, amazing. I'm kind of sad that we took the muscular, but it is what it is, chat. Oh, we're doing so much damage now, chat. Oh, that's a boss. So, okay. We can, of course, defeat that small boss and gain the benefits of that, but yeah, let's actually increase the level of everything here and take the cortex. Because of our social level, we can have 3 Oh no! I'm almost dead, chat. I think the boss also attacked me by accident, of course. But that was very close to us just dying, chat. Okay. Let's try to heal and everything else. It became really... Ooh, let's take the horns, chat. It's physical damage, though. But let's take the horns, so it replaces our other attack, chat. That's a really good attack, by the way, chat. I'm not sure if... No, it will actually heal us, okay. It was a mushroom that heals us. And after that it actually poisons us. It happens, chat. So the mushrooms, I believe, can have up to 3 effects. I believe it's a 3, chat. That's a scary cat. So, if you're standing on top of the food with your entire... Oh! Carnivore meat food affinity is very good, chat. Essentially, it increases the amount of experience we get by eating food, by eating meat. But the feeding distance is also absolutely crazy, man. But of course, we have to take the carnivore because of the increase in experience, chat. It's just too strong. Essentially, it's just too strong. Also, we'll be encountering a boss fairly soon. Gain a full level of progress and a bit more. Sure. We can be a leech. It essentially heals us as well. When we attack and deal damage, it's a quite good thing, but we do have the headbutt now, which I don't want to exchange. And yeah, we want something like this, something which we already have, so like a skill that we already have, so we can actually have it leveled up all the way to the top. I am inside of the hole, so the temperature will not affect us so much. Oh, this is so good, though. Us actually having a larger area of feeding will allow us to level up so much quicker, chat. I forgot how to attack them, chat. The rain... Sure, let's bait. The rain will actually slow us down with time. Oh, tentacle chat, yes! So over time, rain was... Oh, wow. Stop. Stop. Oof. Oof. Oh no. Okay. He does do... the boss does a lot of damage when he does spin like that. But that's completely fine. Arms. If I'm not mistaken, chat, I believe that with the tentacles, we'll be able to choose stuff like either claws or pincers or toe beans, stuff like that. Alpha, of course, is absolutely amazing. The only downside is that it increases our size, but increased HP and everything else is quite nice. I believe for now we'll go with arms, so we increase the distance that we feed ourselves and our damage and stuff like that. So that's gonna be quite useful. More eyes, sure. Shifty. We became shifty, chat. Whining. When you're damaged, attempt to charm enemies using the gregarious chance. That's actually really good, by the way. I'm tempted to take it, and I will. Also, the animals as well do have like special effects. Sorry, chat. That's kind of close, to be honest. The animals, when they're charmed, they also have like special effects that actually bring to the entire group, not only to you as a friend, you know. Okay. We are getting kind of slow, chat. Snow. So because we've took fur, chat, because we have fur, the snow will not, for us at least, will not actually cause us to take damage. It's actually quite nice. So much damage though, at the moment. Okay. Prolific. Oh. I wonder what it does. Cheek pouch. Store food inside of your cheeks. So essentially you're able to walk next to the food and you will actually like take it and eat it very slowly in the safety of your, well, cheek, you know. It's quite nice, but we'll increase our damage first and then we'll take some new stuff here, you know. This is also amazing, the provider. Essentially, when we get to level 3 of the cheek pouch, when we eat, we are able to recruit the enemies or the animals that are around us by eating, chat, and we eat a lot, and you know. So I guess I'll take that just because it's a very fun build. So yeah, chat, we can be actually here in the snow area with no What? Fungoid sporadically generates the mushrooms around you. Cordyceps, ejection. Ooh. Cordyceps. Each of your poison takes can charm enemies. I mean, that's crazy. I believe that's new. Like the effects here are new. But we'll go with arm, chat. It's just so good, chat. It's just so powerful. Yeah. I feel very powerful. Chunky. Let's complete the Dexter, chat. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Let's go with even more Dexters or Agile, chat. Let's complete the Dexters and then we'll see. And then we'll see what we can do, you know? I would like though to be quite quick. At the moment I'm very slow. At the moment I'm quite slow. We can take the pincer as well. It's a specific type of an attack which is quite powerful. It will increase the Carcinisation rate, which will increase... I don't know. For now, we'll not actually play with that, though it's really good to find. We'll take the antennae. It will increase our social chance and our senses even. No, we'll not take it, because it will still increase our Carcinisation rate. Let's refresh. Arms, chat, arms. Arms and agile. Later, maybe, hopefully. To be honest, chat, to be quite frank, I would like... What? Hell no, that's mine. I would like to find the next level of the beak attack, specifically because with it we can take the specialization where it will allow us to bypass all the, let's say, the armor of the... What? I've never actually thought though. Toe beans. So this will allow us to charm many animals very easily. I'm very tempted to just take this. I do know as well that the game does have plenty of achievements, and I don't know. For now, I believe we'll just take... I mean, the toe beans is so fun to use, chat. We'll take the stoner. No. Let's take the toe beans. Essentially, we can attack, quote-unquote, enemies with the toe beans, and they will be actually recruited into our party. So let's take the toe bean, chat, instead of the headbutt. It's really good, by the way, chat. Okay. Another cheek pouch. Sure. Huh. It's interesting. Sir, attack me, sir. He doesn't actually want to attack us, chat. Oh, we can increase the cheek pouch. Let's go with the provider, because then we can recruit the animals around us just by eating, which is quite nice. Let's go with the toe beans. Okay. We don't want anything there. The cortex is really good, as we mentioned. I will increase the level of the cortex. Yeah, this is really good now. Mommy. Okay. Nice. We can take wings, chat. We can actually fly, and water will not be a huge problem with us because literally we can fly. This alpha will be amazing when it comes to animals because we'll be able to have even more people in the party because of the alpha. But I do believe that wings is going to be at the moment much more useful. So we'll take the wings, chat. Well, level 2 sprint is really good. It also lowers the cooldown of the skill, so that's exactly what we want to do. I'm trying to make them come to our party. Okay. We don't want anything there. Whining is quite nice. Gain evolution progress by finding points of interest. This is crazy. The higher the level we are, and we're a pretty high level at the moment. So I'm very tempted to actually take this, and I believe I will, chat. The whining is really good. Whining is really good. We'll take the nomadic, so we actually find the points of interest and everything else around us. Okay. Chunky. Oh, we found the chat. So beak, this is amazing. This is the specialization for the beak on the level 3. We can either use so have long, because we can use them on the unoccupied burrows to actually spawn food and to close the burrow so no enemy can actually go inside the burrow, or sharp, the attack which actually ignores the enemy's armor, which is exactly what we'll take. Spines, we've talked a little bit about that. We'll not take the spines. Nomadic is quite nice, because hopefully... Look, because we... Oh, that's a type of enemy now, chat. So let's go north, chat. I'm trying to attack the guy with the toe beans and it isn't working, chat. Doesn't work. Okay. Then he'll be our enemy, chat. Okay. Courting. You charm the nearest target. In wild charm, you may use the ability again to command it to move or attack. That's really good, chat. Essentially, it's a charming attack that just works forever. We'll go with the more eyes though, chat, at the moment. Woo! Let's go to the tree here. Greater increase one random stat, sure. And we'll not take any of those things there. We'll increase the level of the beak. We'll use the mutation points to increase the rarity of the upgrade to legendary, so it's even better now. I've actually missed which stat got increased, which is my bad, of course, but the range of attacks is not good, chat. They really want us to take the muscular. Let's reload once more. Okay. We'll take the nomadic. Okay. Let's go towards the question marks, because they will increase our levels quite rapidly, in fact. Let's reroll. Even more toe beans. I just hope this will be enough. Also, tail will impact the toe beans as well, so I'm kind of torn. Let's go with the tail, so we have a higher social and we'll do more damage with our beak. So essentially we want to go towards the question marks, because that will actually increase our levels the most. Synapse. It reduces all cooldowns by 11%. That's crazy, chat. That's insane, by the way. Sprint is also nice. Nomadic to make it increase a level by 1 every time we find a point of interest. But the synapse is crazy, chat. Reduce all cooldowns by a lot. I'll increase the level of the synapse to legendary. Yeah, and then we'll take the synapse, chat. It's really good. That's a stealth guy. I believe he was in stealth, if I had to guess. Feeding distance, always nice, for many reasons. I believe the boss will soon come. So the best thing that we can do now is to go towards the question mark, chat, to get that level. So we'll actually get 2 levels now. Sure, let's increase the level of Tobins. We can't even increase them even further. We can make them legendary. And we should have got 1 more level, but here's what it is. and the tail is complete. We can be a stoner. Let's get a higher dodge chance. What's our dodge chance at the moment? It should be quite nice. Over half of the attacks of the enemies will dodge. Oh my god, chat. Let's increase it to legendary status. Yeah. And then we get even 10 more, so 65% chance for us to dodge an enemy's attack. Quite nice. We'll reroll. Get nomadic. Okay. He has a sword. Shit. The guy has a sword, yo. So the boss will actually come very soon. Crabkin, okay. Increase the cataclysm resistance. Reduces the meteor damage received from the cataclysm event. I'm not sure what that means exactly, chat, so I'll just take it. If you know, chat, what's happening at the moment. Ugh. Because I have no idea. Woo! Mommy. Oh, he spawned enemies, chat. Oh, wow, okay. Hold on. Strength in numbers increases the cataclysm resistance for you and your charmed allies for each charmed ally you control. By the end of the run, we'll probably have a lot, if I had to guess. But I'm not sure what the cataclysm means, you know? Essentially, it doesn't sound nice, you know? Essentially, it doesn't sound nice. That's the boss. The boss is done. Win on the pressure 1. We killed the most amount of the bewares, chat. I will take a picture of our animal. And that will be saved, okay? It took around 20 minutes of time for the run, not bad. I would like to continue, chat. It says to beat the pressure 10 to unlock the endless mode. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Codex unlocked. Track your progress and aim for 100% completion. And pressure 2, basic enemies have increased damage. New evolutions unlock Snout. The mushrooms will appear as side screen indicators. That's crazy. So essentially we can smell the mushrooms. That's quite nice for some of the stuff. And Shifty. The negative size modifiers will increase your dodge chance by that amount. So for example, if we are 50% small, we'll actually dodge 50% of the attacks. That's kind of crazy, chat. Your third level up will offer 3 legendary evolutions and patience. Gain the ability to skip evolutions. When an evolution is skipped, this way gain increased rarity chance for every evolution. The next level, you can stack it many times. Okay. Chosen. Your third level up will offer 3 legendary evolutions. That's crazy, chat. Okay. Challenger, Spawn of Chaos, simple. Pioneer, okay. Expert, pick 5 different specializations, it will happen. Unlock by picking 7 unique branching evolutions, fair enough. Independent, stubborn, okay. Reroll 100 times, it will happen over time. Chat, we are doing well. Okay. The challenge mode will be unlocked if we beat this difficulty. Let's actually go, chat. Let's go immediately. We'll take the standard mutation. It just means that we have 10 more HP at the start of the game. It's nothing drastic. In fact, to be honest, I should have maybe taken that on the 3rd level up we'll get a legendary evolution. This is crazy. Having the mushrooms spawn all the time essentially is quite powerful for a build where you go for social, like not fighting enemies. I will exchange. I guess, chat, I will exchange once more. Body slam, alright. It scales with maximum HP as well. It's another attack. Okay, for now we'll take it, chat. For now we'll take it. So in the beginning we just want to level up. Dexterous is really good. I'm not sure if we will go with the builds in the ability tree, but I guess we'll see, you know, over time. In the beginning we just want to eat. It doesn't matter if it's... Oh, chat, look. The body slam deals damage based on the amount of our HP, and we can increase our HP with this as well. Our size as well. No, I don't want to be a large creature, chat. So not now, no. No facts. The mushrooms are our friends, chat. For now. Cortex, it seems like we're going some kind of a ability build, something. Level up and ability build, that's completely fine, by the way. And we have a brain, chat, look. Oh, another small guy. Whining so soon. Do we want to increase the feeding speed at the moment and be so quick about it? No. Not yet. But this is amazing. We can get a stinger. It does a lot of damage. It does a lot of damage, and it doesn't increase the carcinisation as well. Ooh. Skills is also quite nice. Because we can simply just go on the sand, so in the desert, and be completely immune to the weather there, and actually gain levels there as well. Let's take the fur, the scales. So let's interact with the tree and get a full level of progress. It's all okay. Max HP without increasing the size is quite nice, and heat adaptation and cold adaptation. It's quite nice, by the way, chat. We can also go with the plating, which is essentially like very good defense. Yeah, let's go with the fat, chat. Let's become chunky, okay? We are now kind of chunky, chat. Let's fight the enemies here then. We'll get the mutagens as well as much more food, which is quite nice. Increased ability. Sure. Let's get another full level, chat. We can go with the skills again, which is quite interesting since I believe our heat adaptation is already 58%, chat. Which I believe means that will essentially be... We can reduce our size, chat. That's always nice to do. Almost always. If our size is less, it means that our attack range is also lessened, but the attacks of the enemies are also much less. Let's go with the scales, chat. Let's go with the scales. We should have 98% heat adaptation. Yeah, like we are completely fine in the desert now. I know it's not 100%, but it doesn't matter, to be completely honest, chat. Having a... Ooh, gaining a tail or something, it depends what we're trying to do, chat. Dodge is always nice. To be honest, chat, we don't have a secondary skill, chat, so I'm not sure. Let's go with all three are very good, by the way. Let's go with the tail, chat. I always like the tail. And now let's go with the eyes, chat. Okay. So the mushroom was poisoned. Fair enough. Regeneration 3. I mean, it sounds amazing, but it's not for us. Yeah, we'll go with the dexterous, I believe. We can complete the skills here, but having reduced cooldowns is so powerful, chat. Okay. Even more levels. Forager increases health when food drops and turn into health food. That's really good. Not necessary for us though, to be honest. To be quite frank. We can go with the tail. More ice is also quite nice. Let's go with the tail. Let's go to the question mark as well. Oh, it's the mud. We can increase the social or cold and heat adaptation. We'll just increase the social by 2. Okay. Don't see a lot of enemies, to be honest, chat. But that's a nice food item, which he dropped. Let's go with more eyes. And we do have more eyes at the moment. It's true. Okay, good. So that was kind of difficult. Whoop. Let's heal up to full and hopefully stomach is quite nice because of the feeding speed. So that's kind of a problem that we have, is the speed at which we feed. But I guess we'll increase that over time, you know? Oh, we were here before. Okay, chat, it's time for the boss, yo. Alright, hold on. Synapse. Reduce the cooldowns, it's quite nice. Woo! No! Mommy. Woo. Come here, sir. How did you miss the big tree? Exactly. Okay, good. Chat, by the way, you don't have to attack and kill it. You can allow it to simply leave. Oh, this is so good. So legs is so good because when you level up the legs to level 3, you also get the arms as well. I mean, you can get arms, which is exactly what we'll do, chat. And Scuttle is really good, by the way. Yes, chat. We'll take the legs for now. It also increases our speed, but by a short while, which is quite nice. Okay, so we can actually... Okay. I do want to go south and see if we can find some other places, allocations to be. Legs or synapse? I mean, we have to go with the legs, but this is a legendary synapse, chat. It will decrease our cooldowns by quite a lot. But legs is so good that we have to go with the synapse, chat. It's kind of weird to not go with the synapse. Okay. Okay. Oh, we are taking quite a bit of damage, chat, to be honest. We are not as strong as I would like to be, chat. Not at the moment, at least. Ooh, that's a very nice fight, though. Okay, we can reroll, though the more ice perk is quite nice. No, he took the big bone, chat. The big meat. Okay, we do have to find a new attack. I had to sneeze. But yeah, we do have to find a new attack, chat, to be honest. You're dreadfully unready. A hump. Gain permanent maximum HP when health food is eaten while at maximum health. That doesn't happen too often, though. Swiping, it's a slow hybrid attack. You do a lot of damage. Very low cooldown, but increases the feeding distance. Let's try it, chat. We look absolutely fabulous, by the way. I don't think that's the attack for us, chat. Ah! You have to survive, chat. Let's go with Synapse. When we take the last skill from like here, it means that we can see some other ones much more frequently. So that's why it's amazing to just, you know, take it and use it. Okay. We do have a lot of heat adaptation, so we can be in the heat. We do have the scales. I don't like the attack though, but that's fine. Spicy, it means that we're gonna get a little bit heated. Dexterous is really nice. We do have to find a skill, an attack which uses our ability. We were kinda unlucky with finding an attack that uses the ability. I guess we've had the Stinger, but that's only for poison. It wasn't actually for like a standard attack. No? Okay. I'm not sure what the heart specifically does or means, but that's fine. Yet again, I just want to try to find an attack, chat. Scuttle is quite nice as well, instead of our dash, but it's a very low roll, chat. So we'll not take it. We'll take a random legendary. Okay. Can't believe this, chat, but we are... Woo! Actually, look how often we can use our dodge, chat. It's quite nice. As soon as we find an attack which does a lot of damage, we'll be on. Mommy. I have to recognize the attacks of the boss here. Okay, good. It wasn't so scary, chat. It wasn't so scary. Oh, please! I just want an attack which uses agility. Oh my god, chat. I will increase the agility, but I just want... Okay, so we don't want to take arms because we will get arms because we have legs. It's kind of weird, but it just works like that. So we'll take the wings, chat. Now we are actually gonna be quite quick in snow, in the water, or I guess above water. Okay. That's a scary enemy. Those are two very scary enemies. Chad, I'm just gonna say it like that, okay, Chad? Okay. We can still reduce the cooldowns, and I believe we'll do so. I'm not sure how much you can reduce the cooldowns, but we will go as, I guess, as low as possible. Yes, we'll take legs, so we can actually get arms soon, hopefully. Okay. Oh my god, chat. We really don't have like a fantastic attack, to be completely honest. We're doing 16 damage. This is a very late in the game. And we are not... doing a lot of damage, but that can change very quickly. That can change very quickly if you find a specific attack. Whoa! That cat is crazy. Soak in the rain will impair your cooldowns. Oh, that's... I didn't know that. Gain a herbivore. Cost 5. Gain hollow bones. No. Gain a random ally. Okay. Let's gain a random ally. Chat. Mommy. Oh my god, chat, we're alive somehow. Chat, I will begin. I will take the cortex though. I will take the cortex. We have to scroll to find a specific attack, chat. It's just how it is, chat. Unfortunately, we have to do it like that. Because we don't have a lot of damage at the moment. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, eat. Okay, we're freezing. Let's hide from the weather. Okay, good. Spicy means it will heat us up, which is quite nice because we're quite cold at the moment. Antlers is physical damage. We want ability damage. We have 31 ability. What? Chat, we have to roll. Oh my god, we have to take the legs. That's not damage, chat, but we have to take the legs. And then we have to go to the bipedal specialization to get arms. And arms, you can actually see it in the top right corner. It will increase our ability even further, our physical even further, and the feeding distance, which is quite important, by 2. Okay, so we are still trying to find... Just a second, chat. We're still trying to find an attack which uses the ability. Oh boy, chat. We are getting a little tiny bit unlucky, to be completely honest. But that's all a part of the game, of course. It's all a part of the course, as they say. We can attack though quite quickly now, since our cooldowns are quite low. just the damage is very sorely lacking. Okay, claws is not what you're looking for. It's actually a very nice attack if you're going for the physical build, because you can just spam it all the time, essentially. It's quite nice. But that's not what we're trying to find, chat. It's crazy. Okay. This food is going to be so useful to us. And this food is going to be so useful to us. Good. Okay. I will not take this, the trunk. I will not take the fat. I will just reroll until we get an pincer, chat. It's a pinching attack that deals ability damage with each of the two pincers, so you can attack twice. Let's see. What does less damage? I believe that the trunk does less damage, chat. So we'll take the pincer and replace the trunk, so we can actually attack. Actually, we'll exchange the locations of these two attacks. Okay, so now we are actually becoming crab, which is not ideal. But to be honest, chat, I believe we have to, or otherwise the bot. Look how much damage we're doing. That guy has armor, by the way. Biting attack that deals physical damage. That's not for us. I do love the tail because you can actually complete it kind of quick, and increasing the feeding distance is always nice, so I will actually take it. Whoop. Also, we do have wings, which is amazing. Whoa. It had armor. Now I know. Yeah, here's the boss. I'm so happy that we took the claws. We'll take the arms as well here. I'm so happy. Or the pincer attack? Yeah, the pincer attack. I'm so happy that we took the pincer attack. Claudia is incredibly powerful though. We are also very strong. To be quite honest, chat, we are quite strong as well. Every 10 seconds, gain progress, which is essentially experience, equal to 5 times your prey affinity score, which is 10. It goes on cooldown when we get hit. Actually, not a bad thing. So I guess we'll take that because I don't want to be larger though. Size 15. I don't want to be larger though, you know.
Welcome.
Who's that?
To the Dragon's Den.
Thank you very much for the follow, Ligi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you enjoy the stream. I love this game, yo. What's up? What's up, Ligi? Hello, hello, hello. We are having fun, actually, playing this crazy game, yo. How are you? How are you? Good. Let's go with the more eyes to increase the dart chance and everything else. And I will... No, actually, let's switch. Oh my god, we still got this. Okay, let's increase the evolutions. And let's get the ability increased even further. You have just actually finished some work. Good, how about you? I'm doing amazing, yo. I'm doing amazing. I actually played the game when it was the Steam Next Fest and had a lot of fun. And now, of course, the game is out, which, of course, is amazing time to try the game out, you know, like the full game. Oh my god, Chad, look at this beauty. Okay, we'll increase this. Do you have the game, Ligi? Come here, come here. Wah! Hey Dragon, I just sent you a request on Discord. I don't do that, but thank you very much, Flagy. I don't do the requests and stuff like that. You can, if you want, you can join the Discord server for the community. But yeah, I don't accept on Discord. Unfortunately, everything it's kind of not safe, you know, stuff like that. It's nothing. It's nothing, or never is nothing, you know, personal and stuff like that. Can take the ruminant to level. Oh, look, chat, scuttle. We can actually level up the scuttle to legendary, which will allow us to use. Wait. What's the cooldown reduction to us? The cooldowns are only a third. Wow. So if something takes 3 seconds to reload, we can use it every second, chat. We can scuttle every second if we take it, chat. Oh my god. Let's increase the level of the scuttle. Oh my god. This is amazing, chat, by the way. It will actually replace the dash that we have, and it's gonna be amazing, you know? Yeah, you're right, for real. Only 34. What? Yeah, like it's a small small channel, you know. It's a small channel. Oh, chat, Cheeks is really good. The cheek pouch. Do we, chat? At some point, we can go with the stoner specialization, chat. I guess we'll take the eyes, chat. I guess we'll take the eyes. Scales, okay. Let's go with the scales. And we can stun. Oh, look, chat. The stun duration scales up with your pre-damage plating. So, the more you have of the plates, which we can go in. It's not a high chance for us to go there, but we can go there. We can increase the stun duration of the enemies that actually hit us. I'm not sure if we should do something like that. Yeah, let's do it, chat. Why not, you know? But we are finally, in fact, doing some good damage. Finally. Which is quite nice, chat. We can increase our reach, which is exactly what we'll do. 45, that's quite nice. Good. We can scuttle so often. I'm so sad that we actually took these skills, the trunk and the body slam. We had to because they were the only skills available at the beginning of the game, but now they are a problem. Let's increase the level of the more eyes. Oh no, it's a big guy, but we're doing so much damage now, chat. Yes! Like, we're actually playing very well at the moment. Elusive is amazing because it reduces our size, which is actually something which I do want. And it will increase our dodge chance. Our dodge chance is 32%, okay. Let's get the ruminant and maybe we'll take the elusive a little bit later. I don't know actually, chat. Let's go with the elusive because I have no idea if we'll actually see it later, you know? And it's quite nice to have. Whoop. What's up, man? You big, yo. Yeah, see? And tail. Solagi asks, by the way, have you ever how to upgrade your PNG tuber to a live 2D model. Actually, yes, I have got that suggestions a few months ago, but you know, I like to do all the stuff on the channel actually myself, you know. So all the graphics and everything, my dragon and everything else, you know. So if I'm gonna try to do that, I will actually try to make it myself, you know. I will actually try to make it myself. Whew. Even though I know it's gonna be kind of scuffed or something, I just know it's gonna be mine at some point when I do decide to do something like that, you know. Okay, chat, we can increase the level of a pincer. We should do that as soon as possible, actually, chat, to be quite honest. So which type of the 2D model, which type of a 2D model you wish to have? Which type? I'm not sure, actually. Like a model that's a dragon, you know. It's kind of like a 2.5D, you know. Oh, shift is quite nice because it allows us, the smaller we are, the smaller we are, the more dodge we have. That's really good, by the way. But I believe I'll take the stoner, actually, chat. It's not maybe the best skill for us at the moment, but it's quite nice to use, you know. So let's go with the stoner. We'll exchange our second skill. We don't have any stones though. That's what it is, you know. Okay. Yeah, chat, we don't have any stones. I'm not sure how we obtain stones though. Okay, I have no idea what's happening there. I just know I don't want to be there. I just know I don't want to be there. Increase the feeding distance and increase the damage of the stoner perk. Yeah. Okay. Or do you have a reference of the character, or is it the same as your logo? Is the same as the logo? Yeah. Oh no, you feel sad for it? No. What? You don't have to feel sad. If you're having fun here, you know. We can level up the pincer, but look at this, chat. We can actually have the plating here as well. Let's level up the pincer though, chat. Chat, we are... Oh wow, we can get even more dodge and the attack penalty reduction. That's quite nice, but let's go with the levels with the remnant. Okay, and very soon we'll have to find with the boss. Slow metabolism is the reduction in speed, but also the amount of XP that we need to level up is reduced by 15%. That's crazy, by the way, chat. I will not take this because we are soon gonna fight a boss. Our speed is... let me see, chat. Do we see the speed? 8. That's not a lot. I believe you start with 6, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go and be elusive, chat. Let's go and be elusive. Actually, Yeah, let's go and be a little bit more elusive. We are very soon gonna fight with the boss, chat. Very soon. Saliva, quite nice. Come here. Come here. Okay. We are quick because we can scuttle quite fast, you know. Such a good game, Chad. The carapace, look at this. Yes. So let's get the plating, Chad. Oh no, it's the boss, Chad. Oh boy. Ooh, chat. So I'm not sure what is this. Increases the cataclysm resistance. So I do believe what that means, chat, is that when you're trying to go to the endless mode, you'll be actually having to deal with the meteors or something actually coming down from the sky. I believe that's the truth, chat. And then the damage of the meteors can be reduced with the following skills, you know. There's probably some other skills as well, but we have only seen these two for now. Essentially what I'm trying to say, I don't believe it's gonna affect us too much, you know. You're doing so much damage though. Oh, we can reduce our cooldowns even more. So look, chat. We can continuously increase the resistance to the catalysm by actually leveling up. Again, the problem is we don't need it because we cannot actually play the endless mode. So I will not do so. Pick 5 different specializations. Yes, we did. Look at our weird guy, yo. Okay. We have dealt so much damage though, chat. And it was quite a quick run. Only 20 minutes? Not bad, chat. Not bad. Solaji says, well, actually, you are a illustrator and a 2D, 3D rigger as well. So if you're down at some point for a model upgrade, we can chat. I'll do it actually myself, but thank you very much for the offer, request and stuff like that. I do know it's difficult, but I do not shy away, you know, if I have time for something like that, you know. Or I know that in particular the rigging might be difficult, but it's fine, you know. At some point I'll do it alone, you know. I just like to do, especially for the channel here, I do like and do enjoy to do everything myself, you know, all the graphics, everything, you know, everything that we have here. Just a second, chat. There is something which is not correct. Oh, okay. Just a second, chat. I'm so sorry, chat. It seems like the graphics for talking about the graphics. One of my graphics doesn't want to actually start. It changed position and everything. It's kind of strange, chat. I guess we'll have to play a a little bit with that a bit later, you know. It is what it is, you know. Oh, so that's good, and yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm at some point it's gonna happen, you know. Splicing unlocked. You now have access to splicing. You now have the chance to splice two genetics together to create a unique starting character. It requires reaching the first boss or further in the previous run. That's fair enough. And challenges. You now have access to the challenges. Each challenge has unique rules which change how the game plays. Access the challenges from the main menu. We have done the Dry Age, and it's actually quite nice to play. New evolutions unlocked. Increases the poison resistance immune system? Alright. Expert. Specializations are triggered one level earlier. That's really good, actually. So the specialization is the thing which is like your beak. Instead of for the level 3, it will get its long beak or shark beak specialization at level 2 and stuff like that, you know. It's quite nice. It's like really good. Let's look at the other stuff. Okay, we are 5 out of 7 for the unique branching evolutions. And we're slowly gonna unlock the rest as we play. The bosses have on the 3rd level, the pressure 3. The bosses have increased damage and the enemies are more aggressive and progress faster. I believe we arrived at progress maybe 10? Or no, it was much more. I believe it's like 16 or something like that. Let me just fix one of the more important things on my channel, which is the thanks which I say to people. Okay, that's the same location, and this is gone. Okay, just a second, chat. It's important. Okay, like this, and then like this. Okay. And let me change the name of this. Alright, chat, we're back. Let's continue. So we have unlocked the codex. We'll look at the codex a bit later. Oh, look. They do go in level. I believe in the demo they had only 2 levels. Or maybe some of them had 3. But I believe we had only 2. Panther. Okay. Some other time we'll actually look at all of them. Oh wow. There's so many genetics as well. Look at this. Grandiose reach a size of 160% or higher. Pacifist. Open up the Discord and on the roadmap page from within the game. That's really good, by the way, chat. Because the game will still actually evolve. It just opens up the Steam page, chat. Let's actually look at the roadmap together. I'm so sorry that there's no music. The game doesn't play the music in the background. In the midsummer, there's going to be a free update with a Twitch extension and with some quality of life improvements, with key rebinding and some stuff more. In the late summer, community design additions, free cosmetic additions, and some of the more bug fixes. And in autumn, there's going to be a DLC, some more free content, some special collaboration, and extended water biome gameplay. Now that's quite nice, because I do like the water biome. I'm sorry, chat. In the game, it's just not. It's not the best in the beginning of the game to be there at all times, you know. Anyway, chat, let's begin. Enough yapping. Okay. Yep. Patient. This allows us to skip evolutions. Expert, the specialization to trigger 1 level earlier, and pacifist deal less damage, but it also but you also need less progress to evolve. Chat, let's try to do a true run with no what's it called, chat? With no attacking. With no attacking at all, chat. Let's try it. So if we are not gonna attack, it means that we have to eat the mushrooms on the ground. And so stuff like a tail is quite nice. So in the pacifist run, chat, by the way, it's very difficult, by the way. We cannot attack anyone, including the bosses, by the way. We have to survive the bosses as long as they will attack us. And the only actual way for us to deal damage and technically survive is to have allies, which in the beginning we do not have, chat. We can be agile, that's quite nice. We can also have fur. We can be also very small as well, which is, I believe, something that we will go with. Since we are not gonna attack... Oh, we are kind of slow as well. Me. And we, oh my god, core thing and sprint, all legendary. Oh my god. Let's take the core thing so we actually have a friend, but this is magical. So let's take the core thing. Essentially, it's a skill which allows us to select an enemy, and that enemy will actually go around and attack for us. Since, as I mentioned, we cannot attack, of course. Regenerative tissue is always quite nice. Essentially, it's a way for us to heal without actually being like without actually eating, so it's really nice. Fungoid. Oh man, it's quite nice. I'm not sure if it will let us identify the mushrooms more often, but I'll take that because the mushrooms are a way for us to level up, chat. One of the ways for us to level up. Outlier. Gain a random legendary evolution. Okay. Exoskeleton, chat. Do we take this? I believe we do. It will increase our social and stuff like that. Fair enough. We also want to get toe beans, chat. Which is an actual attack. Oh, it does damage though. We cannot, I believe, take it in this iteration of the game. Great increase one random stat. So let's see, chat. 10% social. Poisonous. The mushroom is gonna be poisonous. But thankfully we can eat it and something else. Oh, our guy actually died, chat. Even more exoskeleton. Quartine level 2 though is really good, chat. Okay. The mushrooms allow us to level up, of course. I will take elusive here again. Increasing our size is not that good. Not now, at least, you know. Increase the region, I guess. I would like to take the nomadic perk. The tail wag attempts to make the nearby enemies charmed every 5 seconds. That's amazing. It's essentially random, free chance every 5 seconds for an enemy that's around us to get charmed. It's quite nice. It's very nice, in fact, chat. It will help us quite a bit over time. Increases social by 2. So if you have never tried this challenge, it's quite difficult, chat. But we'll do our best. We'll do our best. We want nothing here, nor the ability, nor nothing there. This is actually important. The senses and more eyes. The senses is because later we'll want to find and visit as many of the points of interest as possible. Oh wow. Forager increases how often the food drops are turned into health food. Oh man. It's so small and random, but I believe it's gonna be very important over time, chat. Damage resistance is always nice. Plating is always nice. So let's take the forager. Oh man, but plating 5 is really good, chat. Okay, I took the plating, chat. Plating. The mushrooms will appear as a side screen indicator, and And it also increases our senses, which is quite nice. And the specialization is Whiskers. It increases your speed in the night, depending on your senses value. That's very good. And Toxic Sequestration. Every poisonous mushroom consumed increases your poison damage by 10%. We are not doing poison though stuff. But this is really good. The Snout. That wasn't in the demo, chat. You see, chat, at the top, it shows the mushrooms, which is quite nice. I want none of those. Ooh, feeding speed actually is really good. Leveling up the tail is always nice, but feeding speed is very good as well. So let's go with the tail though. It's quite a bit more useful, to be honest. So this is a mushrooms, is deafening. This one is delicious. And poisonous is okay. Food from animals not killed by you grants extra progress. That's amazing, chat. Because our allies will hopefully be able to... Increases the daytime and reduces the nighttime. I'm not sure what we want, chat. I guess increase the daytime. We are having problems with our HP, to be honest, chat, at the moment. Let's go with the elusive to be done with it completely. Tail wag. Health food is really good, as always. But let's go with the carapace so we have even more plating, chat. I believe in a run like this is gonna be quite important. Evolution upgrade discount. I'm not sure what that exactly means, but... We took so much damage from that. Okay. We'll continue with the forager, chat. Okay. Okay, so now, chat, what we have to do is to literally survive. Of course, our guys can attack them and do damage to the boss, and that's quite fine. Let's go with... Ooh, but cooldown is quite nice. The cooldown thing is amazing, chat, because the more we can dodge, essentially, the better, right? But let's go with the tail. It's always good. So now we actually want to survive for as long as possible. Delicious mushroom. Senses, as I mentioned, is really important for us. The mushroom was actually poisonous, chat. That's quite unfortunate, to be honest. But we're slowly healing. So, essentially, as you see, we just want to survive the boss. We cannot attack the boss. We cannot do anything, chat. We literally have to survive. After which point, the boss will say, okay, enough. Which is right now. We will not get all the food items and everything else, but what we will get is the branching thing here, chat. Oh my god. Ooh. Now we have a very large choice, like it's a important choice essentially. I'm sorry for the music. Is do we want to increase our social but also our size and our affinity by a whole lot? Like this is like really good, by the way. If you want to have a build like ours with many friends, or do you want to go with Ruminant? Ruminant. I believe we'll go for now with Ruminant. Okay. Yet again with the Ruminant. Okay. Become protected for a short time. It stuns the enemy when blocking their contact attack at the right time. That's essentially instead of our dodge. That sounds good. The problem is the cooldown is very long. We essentially want to leave the location of where the enemy is attacking us, not stand still inside of it, you know. But let's look at the specializations. Stuns from any source last twice as long, and double the spine's effect during the turtle down. No, no, no. That's not for us, chat. That's not for us. That's not for us. The cheek pouch. So if we have never seen the cheek pouch, for us this is amazing. Not only because we can eat and run at the same time, which is incredibly important if you're running, if you're doing the passivist run. It also allows us at level 3 to charm the animals around us as we eat. It's crazy strong. It's like made for us, essentially. It's really good, chat. This will heal us. Let's go with the fungoid. So yeah, for example, we don't have to stop and eat. So we can just pass and eat, you know? It's very good. Nomadic is very good for us because we want to visit as many of the points of interest as possible. Let's increase our region, sure. Feeding distance whining is amazing. So when we get damage, the enemy that attacked us can be charmed, so it stops attacking us. Or the tail. I believe I will take the tail so we can eat from a larger distance, but also detachable tail is absolutely incredibly powerful. But we'll take the larger eating distance. At least for now, you know. This is refreshing. No, it's not. Shifty. However small we are, that amount gets added to our dodge chance. So because we are 70% of the size, we'll get from 35 dodge to 65 dodge, chat. That's very good, and I will take that. We have so many friends now, chat. We have so many friends. That skull also is the boss. I do want to ignore that skull as much as possible. Herbivore. Vegetation progress is quite nice. Essentially, it will actually make the food that we eat increase our level by quite a lot. Whew. It's a mystical mushroom, chat. Scavenger is quite nice. More ice is always nice for many reasons. So the mystical will increase a random stat, is what we learned now. That is what I learned. Scavenger, let's go with the tail, chat. Whoop. We're charming so many enemies around us, chat. It's really good. Let's go with the snout in that specific case. That's a poisonous. At least it's not deadly. Okay, the snout now has a specialization, Whiskers, where we can increase our speed during the night based on our senses value, which is going to be quite high, and that's going to be it. Oh, the immune system, chat. Increases the poison resistance. That's actually very powerful because we are eating the mushrooms, which can be poisonous, you know. So I will actually take that, chat. In some ways, it doesn't look good, but that's not true. It's actually incredibly good. It's actually very powerful. Ruminant, okay, good. That will increase the experience that we get by quite a lot from that ability. This is deafening. Okay, tail. This is delicious and lethal, which means that it will do damage to us. Sharpen. No. Dodge value is quite nice. Attempts to make nearby animals charmed every 5 seconds. That's good, but us being more dodgy is also very nice. Let's get the tail back. So we'll soon get damaged. Oh, the fungoid, look. Each of the poison ticks can charm enemies. Each of your poison ticks, we do not do poison by the way, on damage, reduce the fungoid's next spawn cooldown by 5 seconds. We don't want to get damaged, but fair enough. We will probably get damaged by the poison actually, which is actually quite crazy to be honest. Let's do the ejection because we are eating the mushrooms which are poisonous. Okay, we'll also get the scavenger. So the food will be more nutritious. We'll get more experience. Oh, the nomadic is quite nice. We'll take it. Okay. Courting. Wow. Okay. If you don't know, that's a skill on Q by default, which allows us to charm any enemy around us. But only once, of course. The Carapace level 3. It will... Because of the bosses, chat, I feel like we have to do something like... Look how much food there is here. We found heaven, chat. We found heaven. What died here, chat? I don't even know. But it's amazing. We became dodgy. We essentially hit the maximum for dodge, you cannot go past 75%. They're crazy at the moment, chat. Let's go scavenger so we get more levels. Look how many of the animals are. Stinging does damage, it's fine. Exoskeleton with the plating and the social. Okay. Delicious and lethal mushroom. This is getting kind of crazy. This is getting very crazy at the moment. We can go with the tail wag. I just want to see what more we'll find. Exoskeleton, of course, is really good. But nomadic will... Let's go with nomadic. So we get more levels, essentially. It's poisonous and spice. Okay. For the tail, as long as we are close to the tree, we will move quicker, which is quite nice. Vegetation will be much more tasty. I do want to find a way to heal. That's refreshing. So that enemy there is absolutely dead because all the other animals around him are our friends. Oh no. I don't want to fight the boss here, chat. We are so slow in the snow. We are slow in the snow. We are slow in the snow. Oh no. And of course the boss moves completely normal. Oh my god, chat. Let's increase the poison resistance, yes. I'll try to increase it even further, yeah, to 40%. Okay, that's really good. Mommy. It's poisonous and spicy. Cheek pouch, okay. All of these are fantastic, chat. I do want the cheek pouch though, so we can just try to... Oh my god, chat. Oh yes, good. Cheek pouch. And then we take the provider perk, which allows us every time we consume food, we have a 20% chance to charm the enemies around us. It's really good. And by the way, as we eat full, we heal our party. We can have 10 animals, or you know, 10 animals inside of our party. We are very strong at the moment, chat. Like very strong. Yeah. Okay. I don't mind to go with the cortex because it will allow us to unlock I forgot the name of it, which it will reduce the cooldowns of our skills, chat. So we'll take the cortex actually. It's a bit weird, but it's actually really good to take. Let's go with the cortex. This is delicious and little. Crazy. That's poisonous, I believe. Let's increase the cortex even further. Delicious and little. Oh my god, chat. This is so nerve-wracking. So our chat, we can get sprint. Oh my god. If you don't know, this is one of the best skills here in the game. So we either take the cortex or the sprint. Chat, we have to take the sprint, to be honest. Goodbye, everybody. And we have to change something here. I don't want any of these, chat. I guess we'll take the alpha, which is very unfortunate because we have shifty. Oh my god, I don't want to take alpha, chat. So we simply will not. Let's re-roll and see what we get. Wings is amazing for us. In fact, legs, and then trying to get the arms is also amazing, chat. So that's exactly what we do. Legs and arms. Goodbye, everybody. I'm quick, yo. Immune system increase. Good. We heal everyone that's our friend. A lot. Scuttle is also incredible skill. It's even better than the sprint thing, but now we are on the sprint thing, so we'll take the sprint thing. So many of the enemies there are actually our friends. What? Yo, Pan, what's up? What's up, Pan? The colors. The Pan89 says, "What's up, Pan? I hope you're having a fantastic day, yo." The colors and the things to click and the level. It looks addicting. It's actually quite fun to play. It's very fun to play. Also, we are kind of doing like a challenge, Pawn. Essentially, we cannot attack at all, and we have to survive, including the bosses, by the way. We literally cannot attack bosses. So it's quite weird and difficult to play. Whoop. Okay, legs, so we move even quicker. All of those enemies will begin attacking each other. Oh my god. We actually completed, no way, the legs, with which we can actually get... Anthropod is quite nice. Unlocks the more legs for the evolution pool. Let's take the arms because of the feeding distance, the ability in the physical. It's a nice evolution, you know. Let's go fungoid. We are eating a lot of fungi at the moment. This is what stinging. Stinging, it means that it does a little bit of damage. So it's not too bad, you know. Look at this, chat. So we had the first level of arms. Now we have the second level of arms. Actually, chat, I don't want that. I want this. The reduction to the cooldowns, which means that we will be able to use our sprint much more often. But still, let's go with the arms first. That's poisonous. It will do actually a lot of damage. Herbivore. I'm not sure if the mushrooms are considered herbivore, chat. I'm not 100% sure. I don't believe they are. Look how many stuff there are to the south of us. We have to go there, chat. Scavenger is always nice. Delicious and little mushroom. Okay. Scuttle. It's only on a 3-second cooldown. Still, I cannot take that, chat. Let's take the fungoid. We're doing so much at the moment. The reason why the sound is deafened is because we took a mushroom with that effect. Increased attack area, we do not attack, so that's mute. But look how quick we are, chat. Sprint, another legendary sprint, chat. That's very nice. A large mushroom, a giant mushroom study increases the success rate of the mushroom identification by 10%. Increase the number of ticks of your poisons by 1 extra tick. We do not apply poison at the moment. Increase the mushroom spawning rate by 10%. That's really good. Let's get the study so we know. To be honest, chat, it doesn't matter which of the poisons we find, mushrooms we find. As long as we eat it, we'll get a lot of experience. So let's just increase the rate at which they spawn, chat, to be quite honest. There's so much happening on the screen at the moment, chat. The winding is very good. If we take damage, and we do take damage by poison from the mushrooms, even though it deals a little bit damage, that's still a poison, it's still a damage tick. We can charm the enemies around us when we take damage. That's really good, by the way. So we'll actually take it. Yes, let's get a full level of progress, chat. Let's do the tail wag, chat. Let's go with the arms. We have full arms now, chat. We can increase the plating, so we can... So, the plating is kind of like the armor. It's really good. That's an attack which we cannot take at the moment. Okay, fine. We'll take the dexterous thing. Delicious and the little mushroom. Okay. Okay, chat. Let's increase some social. So much stuff is happening, chat. We are level 82. Doing a run where we cannot attack anyone, by the way, chat. Let's increase the cooldown, or I guess decrease the cooldowns over stuff. Oh my god, chat. At this point, we'll probably reach like a maximum level or something, you know? I'm not even sure if something like that even exists, you know? I guess we'll see. That was a golden fruit, by the way, there. Let's take the tail wag. This is crazy, chat. What's happening at the moment? I don't believe it's normal. We just play this incredibly well, essentially. Okay. We can also sprint for quite a long time as well. Even more plating, so we take much less damage. Like actual damage, you know? Oh my god, chat. We are level 90, by the way. I don't remember in the demo what level we were, but this is a crazy run, chat. The entire run is absolutely crazy, yo. Okay, what now? Let's actually see what other options we have. Not much. Scuttle is actually shown to us like very often, to be honest. Oh my god, we can have toe beans. Now, I'm not sure if we can attack with the toe beans, chat. So, I believe we can, by the way, chat. I believe we can. But it says social attack. We are not allowed to attack in the challenge. So, I don't want to take it, chat. Even though I believe it's going to be fine, you know? But just in case, we'll take the small, which is quite nice because the reduction in size will increase our dodge chance and our speed. We don't necessarily want more speed, to be honest, chat. So let's take the whining thing. We're eating so many mushrooms and everything else, chat. Okay. Here on the stoner is a weird attack, which we will not use that. Let's go with the stomach, so we actually feed quicker. Slow metabolism. The progress that's needed for you to evolve is reduced by 20%. Now, I do wish that we've actually taken small. I guess we'll take the carnivore because of the experience that we get from food. Like, as soon as an enemy dies, or even as soon as some of our guys die. Oh no! It's Claudia, chat. It's her. Then we can eat their food from them that dropped, you know, like the meat. And it will actually increase our level by quite a lot, chat. Like by a very high amount. I believe there is an achievement for us to charm this small spider, chat. We defeated the boss by doing nothing. Isn't that crazy, chat? Isn't that absolutely crazy? And we can get wings, chat. The terrain adaptation, it means that the water, the snow, the sand in the desert and stuff like that will only have 20% effect on us, like the slowing effect. It's really good. I would want to take the alpha. It's just, it's not for this build at the moment, chat. Ah, who cares? Alpha it is. Alpha it is, chat. Alpha it is. We'll get big, chat. We'll get huge. Some would say even humongous, chat. Yeah, we are now giant. Look at us. Which means that we have lost the benefit of our small size for the dodge value, but there are other ways for us to get small, so I don't mind too much, essentially, you know? Let's increase our cold adaptation. I believe it's 0. Yeah, it's 0. Let's go with social chat. My god. Increases your and your allies damage by 3% for each charm animal. I believe we have 8 animals charmed out of 12 possible, which means that this will be 24% damage increase, which is absolutely crazy if you think about it. So let's take it actually. We are having some crazy build, chat. Okay. And 10 I will not take yet. If we survive a bit longer, we'll take it, but not now. What I'd like to find now, though, chat, is plenty of the points of interest. The music is broken by how much of by how many of the mushrooms we've eaten so far. It's crazy, by the way. Fish food, no. Let's reload once more. I don't want any of this. Small. Yes, chat. Okay. We are gonna go back and be small. Okay. Yes. Because we don't need size when we don't attack. The size is amazing if you have an attack, because it also increases the attack range of your attacks, of course. We don't need stuff like that. For us, in many ways, that kind of becomes a problem. On damaged, apply poison to nearby enemies. So, for example, I'm not sure if that's an attack, but that's an absolutely crazy thing. We do have a lot of ability. I'll take it, chat. I'll take it. I'll take it, chat. We are level 112, by the way. I don't even know what to say at the moment, chat. This is crazy. We can spawn a charmed version of a land boss if we stand by the egg for a minute. I will not do so. I will spawn the food though. And now we are size 65%, which means that we have gone back to the cap for the dodge value, which is 75%, chat. We've broken the game, chat. We have broken the game, yo. Returns the percentage of the damage taken on contact impacts. For example, that's fine for us because we, again, do not attack. The challenge says to not attack, not necessarily to not do damage, you know? But let's see what we have for other choices. So saliva, okay, fair enough, fair enough. This is crazy. A detachable tail is also amazing because the enemies will actually attack the tail itself instead of us. I will not take it though because it's kind of weird to use and utilize. Oh no, Philo stunned. Some of the enemies of course have a way to stun us, and that's very, very scary for us. Because yes, we can dodge, but I believe that if you're stunned, you cannot dodge attacks. Thankfully, though, we do have a lot of HP and everything else, you know. So it's not that dire, you know. Reach speed 12 or higher in a run is some kind of achievement, chat. We don't want any of those things, nor those. Oh, but we cannot skip, chat. Because that... There is a skill and a way for us to skip. Whoa, so much food. Look, chat. Do we go with the antennae, chat? It will increase the carcinisation. And will, of course, take much more damage because of it. Let's go, chat. Let's go, chat. Let's take the spines as well, because the boss is very soon about to be here. For the boss, I don't want to fight in the desert, because we are kind of slow in the desert. Chat, this build is absolutely crazy, yo. And scary, by the way. We'll take the antennae, since we have them, you know. We'll take the agile things. Essentially, I don't want to have an attack on me at the moment, because I'm just afraid that I might attack as a mistake, you know. This is crazy. Okay. We have the antennae and everything else, chat. We are absolutely decked out. And the boss is about to come. And look how many of our friends we have here, chat. Look how many friends we have. Here's the boss, chat. Here's the boss, yo. The crab killer. Yeah. Strength in numbers. Sure. As far as I understand, the strength in numbers doesn't work, because we haven't unlocked the endless mode. But I guess we'll see. I will take it, because we very often have many friends. It's crazy. Our guys are actually attacking the guy, yo. Applies a poison stack on contact, if mistaken. Your spines also trigger on dodge. This is the poison thing. So much is happening at the moment, chat. So much. I will keep increasing this. Yeah, I will keep increasing that, because essentially it's making us immune to the meteors that you can see are actually falling all around us at the moment. I mean, you will admit, Chad, this is becoming absolutely crazy. Okay. We're so quick as well. Whoop. Okay, chat. We are at 86%. 66%. I'm not sure how much damage the meteors do. And I really don't want to find out, chat. Increases the cataclysm for me and the charmed allies. Okay. So the thing that's happening around us is the cataclysm, and essentially, as I mentioned, we cannot attack, so we have to survive the final boss, like to the end of it, I guess, or for our allies to actually deal enough damage for the guy to die, you know? Mommy! Mommy! Okay, but we have like have the final boss die to the cataclysm effect and win a run without dealing any damage and find 7 different points of interest. Those are all Steam achievements that we've just got, chat. Those are all this just a second, so let me show you. Those are all the Steam achievements that we have just gotten. The Dove, win a run without dealing any damage, and it was a dinosaur, have the final boss die to the Cataclysm event. Isn't that one of the craziest builds that you've seen in this game? I think that's amazing. We were level 147 by the end of the game. Isn't that absolutely crazy? Let's take a picture of that. That's crazy. We have taken only 109 damage in total in the entire game, including from the meteors and everything else. That's crazy. And of course, we have dealt 0 damage. We never attacked. The most amount of damage that we actually took that's not from an enemy is of course from a mushroom. It's from a mushroom, chat. That's crazy. Amazing stuff. New pressure unlocked, which is essentially like a level, which is the pressure 4. The basic enemies have increased damage, and the environmental effects actually build faster. The environmental effects are like the fire in the desert, the cold in the winter, the wetness in the plains, right, and stuff like that. So that's fair enough. New evolution unlocked. Diurnal increases the duration of daytime by 8 seconds, and all damage dealt while it's day by 7%. That's actually a fantastic one. An evolution. Okay, vegan. Start with a vegan evolution. Win a run without dealing any damage. That's crazy. And the pioneer. Increase the amount of points of interest by 50%. So essentially, chat, we could have made the build even crazier by simply... Just a second, chat. We could have actually made the build even crazier if we started with the pioneer, and if we had something like the vegan. We could have actually made it even crazier than it was. That's absolutely insane, chat. Hell yeah, chat. Anyway, I will take a small break. I will stand up and stretch. I will grab something to drink, chat, and then we'll actually continue. I will be right back, chat. Stay tuned, okay? Enjoy the beautiful music. I'll be right back. Alright, hello. We are back. If you haven't actually seen it, the last run was one of the craziest runs, I believe, that have happened in the game. Like, so many amazing things or choices. Of course, it's random, you know, it's luck. But so many amazing choices actually appeared there for us to take, and we knew to take them and how to use them, you know. And In the end, we were, I don't know, like what, level 150 or something? I don't know, man. One of the craziest runs that I had in the game ever. And to be honest, probably one of the craziest runs in the game in general. That was crazy. If I had to guess, you know? It was by, it was this one. Favorites, okay. Let's go, chat. So, we have done the level 3. And now we are at level 4. The basic enemies have increased damage, so even more increased damage than on level 3. And the environmental effects build up faster. Oh, on at level 3 it was the bosses have increased damage, but now everyone has increased damage. Okay. Let's go, chat. I love this game so much, chat. Oh yeah, for the splicing opportunity. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh yeah, and of course we used the pacifist genes, which of course lower the damage that we do. That's fine, but it also essentially increased the amount of experience that we get by a third, which is absolutely crazy. Let's start with the specializations that triggered one level earlier. That's really good. And we can go with... Let's go with increased HP. Simple. Very simple stuff, chat. Okay. But I believe it's gonna be really good. Okay. Do we want to go with the fur road? Or do we want to do, you know, something special? We will not take the antlers, even though it's attack. Let's go with the fur, so we can actually go into the cold biome. And actually be completely fine there, you know? To not be affected by the storm and the blizzards and stuff like that. Also, taking the muscular tissue is also gonna be amazing for damage. So I believe let's do that. Oh wow, a blue fruit, chat. That gives so much so early. Okay, let's increase our essentially strength a bit more. He got abs. Yes, he did, Pun. We now have abs, yo. We actually work out, okay? In between the munches, we actually work out, you know? Do we want to be smaller? To be honest, chat. Oh, man. Let's say no, and let's go with the plating, chat. And now we have the shoulder pads, you know. Whoop. Let's see. So we can go with the fur here, and I believe we'll go. And instead of, we can go with a skill essentially. It's snow dive to dash on snow. We'll actually go with wool, so we can actually go inside of the desert as well. And essentially, we now become a sheep, chat. A sheep with shoulder pads, chat, okay? Oh, look, chat. The snow biome, chat. Ooh, horns are really, really, really good. Okay, chat. I think it's happening. I think a build is happening, chat. Yes. And of course, we do have 2 attacks instead of 1. A spur is an attack which happens automatically. It's actually good in builds where we can't attack quickly. I don't believe that's the build that we're gonna go at the moment. So we'll re-roll the selection. Oh my god. Jaws, chat. This is crazy, by the way. A combination of the jaws and the headbutt is absolutely crazy when it comes to the damage. Okay. If you're a sheep with horns and teeth, chat. Mommy. So much damage there. Oh, wow. And we got the sprint. Do we take the sprint now or a bit later, chat? Do we want to exchange the dodge for the sprint? That's a good question, actually. I think the answer is yes. I think at the end, the answer is yes. So we'll actually have it now, chat. But yes, chat, look, it's snowing, and for us, it's completely fine. It's like nothing is happening, you know? Gain the pistol, gain spurs. Now, gain a random ally. Okay. Ooh, more eyes is nice because of the dodge chance and stuff like that. But let's see what we get with the specialization with the jaws. Neck bite. The jaws deal 50% less damage, but drops 2 times the food if it kills the target. It drops double the food if it kills the target. Do we want that, chat? Or Stalker. The jaws deal 15% more damage in the night. Oh, wow. Let me think, chat. Let's try deals less damage but drops 2 times the food. Let's try it out, chat. Mommy. Yes, it actually works, chat. Look, it works. Oh my god, chat. And it's very powerful as well. The Pawn says in Twitch chat, speaking of something, is the movie called... Speaking of something, is the movie called The Black Sheep, The Sheep as Zombies. It's horror and a dark comedy. Dot and no space again. Dot and no space. Yeah. I don't know of that movie though, Pawn. Speaking of sheep, there is a movie called The Black Sheep, Sheep as Zombies. It sounds like cartoon of some sort, you know? It is what it is, you know? Come back here. Come back here. Okay. So now, chat, we are actually very powerful. So we can be here in the snow biome, as you can see. Carnivore. There just is one more, like, small problem. And that's that the... Ooh, what do we take here, though? Is that we are still slowed down in the snow area. Let's increase the duration of the daytime and reduce the nighttime. Speaking of sheep, oh yeah, from the description, an experiment in genetic engineering turns the harmless sheep into bloodthirsty killers that actually terrorize a sprawling New Zealand farm. So listen, someone had to have the creative idea to make a story actually based on that, and then a whole group of people had to come together and actually make a movie about that, which is absolutely crazy. But it sounds fun actually. At the end of the day, it does sound fun, you know. Let's take the physical. Let's increase our size and our HP. Why not? I do believe we're gonna be quite powerful. As far as I know, we don't have an access to something like a map or something, so we cannot actually see like everything, you know, around us. Like, we cannot see where the biome starts or ends and stuff like that, but I believe it's fine for now. Wow. I will not take the outlier specifically because it can have a skill which will actually be bad for us because it's random, right? And we have to take it. So I will just reroll, to be honest here. But stuff like this, like the dexterous, is really nice. I would like to find like a tail or something, or even a stomach actually, chat. I'll take the stomach so we actually feed a bit quicker. You know? Whoop. Courting is for charming enemies. Can we charm enemies? We have 0. No, we cannot. Let's get a random ally. Let's see what happens, you know? Come here. He does apply poison, which is very scary. Yo, chat. It seems like, if I had to guess, it seems like he drops double the amount of food as well. Like the boss. Oh my god. From the skill. Okay. Carnivore. That's really good. Okay. So chat. Yes, I believe we'll take legs and arms yet again. We just have to do something like that. It just feels too good to do, you know? Okay, now we actually defeat enemies in only one hit, which is quite crazy, to be honest. Oh. Yes. Okay. We are still taking a lot of damage from poison, though. We should be kind of careful around that. Let's increase our attack range still further, so we can be smaller if we want to. Okay. To be honest, chat, I didn't expect to be in the frozen biome for so long. To be quite honest, chat. But since we're here, let's try to make the most of it, you know? Let's go with the... The stomach is really good, chat. But let's go with the damaged up, with the horns. Look how much food there is everywhere. The poison does so much damage to us, chat. Okay. Having a scuttle is really good, but getting the muscular tissue as well. Let's level up the muscular tissue to the next rank, because it essentially means that we can do more damage with all the attacks that we do, you know? It's quite nice. Let's do the same with the jaws. We can also get the tail, so we have a chance to get the prehensile tail, which will actually increase the distance for feeding for us. But let's increase the damage of the jaws though, since we're actually relying kinda a lot on them at the moment. Okay. Okay, so now we have the horns fully leveled up, chat. You're doing so much damage, chat. Come back. Come back. Yeah, good. Yeah, we're doing a lot of damage, chat. Okay. Okay, good. The boss says, are there some bots on Discord or scammers? Someone joined the channel. The first thing they said is DM. Yeah, there are. God, let me give me a second to deal with that. Who was it though, Bon? No. We took something, chat. It is what it is. It's fine. Let me. Oh, but we got a lot of food here. Look, even two blue steaks there. Actually, the antenna are very nice because of the senses. So it's nice that we actually got it. Carnivore, nice. Evie, okay, thank you very much. Vaughn will deal with that very quickly. Let's see, chat. Chunky. Do we want to be chunky, chat? Do we want to be chunky? I don't think so, chat. Legs. Legs, and now get the arms. Amazing, chat. And, chat, we actually have like a very strong build at the moment. We have a crazy build going at the moment. Okay. Come back here. Sure. Okay. Chat, if you haven't noticed, we have been in the snow biome the entire time, and now we can actually leave and actually arrive in Britain. It's raining, chat. It's actually raining, chat. We in Britain, yo. It's us. Let's go. Let's go into desert, chat. It's interesting though. Okay. Oh, stoner. So for the stoner attack, which allows you to throw stones, you want the physical and the ability stat to be as equal as possible. They don't have to be high, but just as equal as possible, because the attack will actually take the lowest one for the damage. So not the highest one, but the lowest one. We don't have that build at the moment yet. But at some point in the future, we'll probably have that, you know? Ooh, so much food. Hell. Yeah, let's go with the jaws. Just a second. How do we do this? Oh, they're not. Just a second, chat. This is incredibly important for the people in the Discord. Doesn't seem like they're there though. Okay, fair enough. It is what it is. Thank you very much, Pon, for that though. It's actually incredibly important that we get that under control. Pon, at some point I will probably, or maybe even try to make you like a mod or something. So as soon as you see something like that, you just bap, you know, you just block them. But we'll see. We'll see, we'll see. Okay. Oh wow, chat. Sprint, but it's a lower level. We'll take it. We'll take it. Oh, it's a shelephant, chat. Oh no. If you don't know, chat. What? Look how quickly they've died, chat. That's crazy. And claws is a really powerful attack because you can essentially attack all the time with it. But we already have the jaws and the horns, chat. Okay, chat. I believe this is the time for us to take the wings. We now essentially fly, chat. That was crazy. And we also have the achievement, which said to defeat the boss in less than 15 seconds. It was just a few hits. Yes, the pawn says it was exactly 3 hits. Damn right. That was kind of crazy, actually. Not bad. Let's take the plates, chat. The tail will allow us to get the prehensile tail, which will increase the feeding distance for us. But the dexterous will allow us to use it more often, to use our skills and attacks way more often. So I'm really tempted to do that. Yeah, I think we actually made the right choice. Oh yeah, definitely. We have a build, chat. Oh no. It died in a single hit? That's crazy, by the way. And arms. Okay, good. Good. Not bad, chat. We can get the antennae all the way to the top so we can see the points of interest actually much better. Oh, they are not afraid of us, chat, because we are not very imposing. Actually, we are. We are 11 imposing. I don't know, chat. Fungoid, chat. Do we want to eat the mushrooms? Do we want to eat the mushrooms, chat? Not really. Actually, chat, not really. But the cheek pouch, chat. We have to take the legendary cheek pouches, okay? The legendary cheek pouches. So we spent 10 of the mutation points for the cheek pouch. The cheek pouch is amazing because it allows us to place... Oh no, chat. We are taking damage. Oh no, chat. Oh no, no, no. Oh my god, okay. Oh, he's poisonous, chat. If he attack the guy, he's poisonous. Oh, wow, okay. I guess not poisonous, maybe toxic? Venomous? In other case, he's scary. And we do have a lot of armor, but that's actually... that will pass through the armor, which is crazy. Increase the success rate of mushroom identification. Sure. Mommy. So we are at the moment incredibly quick and powerful. At the moment, though. Let's lower the cooldowns even further, chat. Okay. Scuttle is really good, but it's not for us at the moment. Huh. Leap. Jump over enemies and obstacles, avoiding any direct impact in the process. Hold for a longer leap. No. I was kind of tempted, but the build, we already have sprint. Okay, good. Let's go legendary dexterous. Yes. Okay, good. What? I saw that. The range for the feeding, chat, for us is very large. It's humongous, to be honest. Okay. Increases how often the food drops are turned into health food. It seems like to me that we'll need something like that. Also, the attack... our size is quite large. The attacker penalty essentially lowers the slowdown that you experience when you attack. So it's like a fantastic skill to have. Huh. Okay. Okay. We are quite strong, chat. Where's the region? Okay. Remember, we can't be here in the Arctic for quite a long time, chat. We don't mind. We cannot hit the guy if he doesn't want to attack us. It's just how it works. Come back here. What's this? Legendary Dexter chat. Yes, 45% reduced. Oh, he's a boss chat. And if you want to have at least one tree, so the guy like the Crabtor can charge. Can charge into the tree, because he will actually take damage from that. At the moment that didn't happen, but it is what it is, you know. Let's take the ruminant. Whoop. We don't have a lot of prey, but I don't want to be larger than this. I still believe that we are quite large at the moment, you know. Look how many enemies. Hello, buddy. Crazy how many enemies. Ruminant. Sure. Chat. I believe there's an achievement actually for 160 size. Let's take it. Let's actually take it, chat. So if we take the pincer, we can now also take the pistol pincer, which is another type of attack, which deals a lot of damage, chat. But it's not for us. It's not for us. Not for this build. We are having the horns and the jaws. We don't have a lot of damage for the ability. Actually, we have 25. Essentially, it sounds. Chick pouch chat. Chick pouch time. Let's let's have a party, chat. More eyes is quite nice. Chat, we are so powerful at the moment. Okay. Let's increase the chunking. Yes, grandiose is achievement to reach 160. Oh my god. Do we take the last chick pouch? Sure. You know what? Sure. Let's go with the final chunky. So it stops actually showing up in the pool of all the skills. Whining is quite nice to try to make friends in this game, but we'll go with agile, chat, so we reduce the attack penalty. Because we are so large at the moment, it's quite nice to be To not be... Ooh, we took so much damage. To not be slowed down. Mommy. To not be slowed down when we attack. But yes, we are quite large at the moment. To be quite honest, I have no idea what happened there. Oh yeah, now the attack penalty is quite low. We still take a lot of damage from poison though. As long as we can defeat an animal, it's quite fine. Let's reroll. Ruminant. Okay. Fair enough. The boss is very soon upon us, chat. And agile, which is legendary by now. We'll take it. Our dodge chance is 53%, even though we are so large, chat. Crazy. I love that, by the way. We should be kind of afraid of the poisonous mushrooms, though. Let's be even more. So let's dodge even more, chat, because we are, in fact, very large. To be honest, chat, I don't believe that the boss will be able to actually miss us. I believe when the boss attacks, he will 100% hit us. So having dodge is it's quite nice, in my opinion. Okay. Guess increase or decrease the cold adoption, I guess. The amazing thing is how much XP we are getting. Okay. Leap. You jump over enemies and obstacles, avoiding any direct impact in the process. Hold for a longer... Let's try it, chat. It's not a skill that I would take, usually, but let's try it. Oh. We have to exchange it. How do we use it, though? Heavy. When you land, you deal the physical damage to nearby enemies based on your size and physical. We are quite chunky, chat. We're quite chunky. But it doesn't allow us to use it, though, chat. We can only sprint at the moment. I'm not sure why. It's quite unfortunate. It's lethal, chat. Oh no. Come here. We took so much damage from that. from that one mushroom, chat. It's crazy. Stinging is fine. You should just take a little bit of damage, and the medicinal mushroom will allow us to heal, which is quite nice as well. Oh, chat, he's the boss. Oh, it's the crab can. Of course it is. Oh, no, 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 no. Look how large we are, chat. Okay. Let's unlock the tail and then we'll think about it, you know? Ooh, if you're stuck. If you're stuck there. We can get the resistances for the meteors though. We've dealt so much damage. Sure, even more eyes, okay. GG, chat. GG. We've dealt over 21,000 damage, 191 kills, 180 mutagens. So, or it's not mutagens, it's mutagens. You get increased amount because with the jaws we get the double the amount if we defeat the enemy with the jaws attack. Specifically, even though it does less damage, it's crazy, so it does stack in that way. And time defeated is less than 20 minutes. Absolutely amazing. Amazing run. But we were so large, man. We were huge. The Ponlitina said you kept dodging the boss attacks. Yeah. We had 75% dodge chance, which is quite crazy, since we were over 160% large in size, you know. New pressure unlocked. The movement speed has diminishing returns. That's actually fine. And the enemy's HP is increased. That's also fine. We don't use the basic speed to our advantage. I don't believe so. We use like skills like sprint and stuff like that to increase our speed to a specific number and then be quick, you know. So that's kind of fine. Let's see, have we unlocked something? Yeah, the grandiose evolution rarity improves based on your size. The bigger size means rarer evolutions with no penalty for smaller sizes. What? So this is also something which is of course random, but that's very funny though. Okay. I can see that actually being quite fun, to be honest. And stubborn, okay. Not bad, chat. So on the level 5 or the pressure 5, we do unlock a new genetic called the Spawn of Chaos. Let's see. So by the way, the Spawn of Chaos genetic is essentially random stats. So you start a run with very random stats. You can be very quick but large with no damage and like crazy stuff, or a lot of attack damage but your attack range is very low, and some crazy like huge amounts of HP but no speed, or vice versa. And Like it's completely random. So let me show you that. It's called the spawn of chaos. Oh, it doesn't actually want to show it. It just says how to unlock it. Okay. That was in the demo, and it's actually really fun to play the game like that, because essentially every run is completely random. Of course, you can specialize in some other stuff. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, the first time that we have actually done in the demo, done the run with no attacking, it was because of the spawn of chaos, because we had like negative strength and negative agility or something like that, but a lot of social. And like, if you're gonna try, like the build with the party and friends and allies, I guess that's now, and it was so fun that we tried several more times to get a fantastic run, and we got a nice run going, but not as magical and fantastic as the run that we got. So like the last run, that was crazy, man. Win the Envoy of Chaos. Win a pressure 10 or higher run with Spawn of Chaos. That seems just absolutely crazy. Win a pressure 10 or higher run with level 30 or less. What? Underdog. Win a pressure 10 or higher run with level 30 or less? So you don't want to eat? That sounds almost impossible. Kill the crab tower by having it crash into an obstacle, and return over 2000 damage in a single run. We could have done this using the pacifist run. The problem is we actually dodged a large amount of attacks, so even when we did get hit, instead of returning the damage, the attack was dodged. So it is what it is, What a crazy, beautiful little game, chat. Thank you very much for actually watching Pawn. You're amazing, yo. Thank you very much for the Discord suggestion. Yeah, there were several of the people that actually joined. Hopefully it's gonna be fine. Now, since the user is what's called, it's kicked, but hopefully it's gonna be nice. I'll see with the permissions what we can do or not, Oh no, it seems like the Discord was actually placed into some kind of a channel where all the people are now trying to come in, I guess. We'll see. Anyway, everyone, thank you very much for actually being here and for watching the stream. You guys are amazing. This game is fantastic. Tomorrow we'll continue to actually to play this game. Every single time that I play this game, it's surprising how much I enjoy it and love it. I know that I'm gonna enjoy it, but it's even better than anticipated. It's quite nice. It's quite nice to play. Anyway, chat, I love you all. I wish you a fantastic day, evening, or night, wherever you are. And chat, tomorrow we'll begin the stream in, let me tell you, 2.5 hours, 5 hours, 7.5 hours. If you take away 7.5 hours from right now, that's when I usually start the stream. So anyway, chat, I love you all, and enjoy the beautiful music for the outro, okay? I love you all, and goodbye. Pawn, you're amazing. I love you, Pawn. And everything else, L and everyone else that has been here to watch the stream, I love you all, and goodbye.